For over 100 years, the Butler County Humane Society has cared for and placed into loving homes the area's abused, neglected, and abandoned animals. Our No-Kill initiative was started in 2000 with a commitment of the board, our staff, and our community. As we are a non-profit, non-tax supported facility, the BCHS is dependent on private donations for survival. We hope you enjoy this episode of Critter Corner and bring your entire family to visit us here at the Butler County Humane Society.
Large for a hound, 2-year-old Snoopy is a tender, sweet-tempered boy just looking to be loved. Although he towers over smaller kids, he is very gentle with them, though he could knock them over while giving out tons of kisses. Snoopy would get along well with some other dogs, and he also enjoys squeaky toys and walks. With such a good-natured personality, he would make a great addition to almost any home. Perry is a petite 3-year-old girl who loves to talk. If she happens to be out and about in our socialization room when you arrive, she will walk right up to your feet and greet you. While she's warm and talkative with people of all ages, she does frequently let out a hiss or two at other cats, so it looks like Perry would prefer if she didn't share her people time with other felines. Still young and learning, this 1-year-old cutie, Reba, has plenty of enthusiasm left from her puppy days. She loves to play and run in the fenced-in yards. Once she burns off her energy, Reba is ready for some TLC and happily gives kisses. Though she didn't know much upon arriving as a stray, she is well on her way to the basics, thanks to a dedicated staff member, but since she still has some work to do, she would do best in a home with kids over 12. Coming back to the shelter could have been a bit of a jolt for Casey when his previous family could no longer keep him, but he does not seem to mind. The gentle look about his face reveals his serene nature, yet in the blink of an eye, he can be up and playing. If you and your family are looking for a 4-year-old cat that has a balance between spunky and sweet, then Casey could be the one for you. It's time for the 7th annual Fur Ball Gala, held at the Butler Country Club on April 27th. The event will feature a delicious dinner, wonderful live music, and incredible live, silent, and Chinese auction items. Also at 6 p.m., Shelley Duffy from Star 100.7 FM will serve as the evening's guest auctioneer. This is one event that you don't want to miss. As the primary fundraising event of the year, we make each furball special, so come and see what we have in store this year. To purchase tickets or for questions, please contact the shelter. Soon after arriving at the Butler County Humane Society as a stray, it was discovered that 5-year-old Colby had been suffering from heartworm. He was quickly transported to the vet where he received treatment and is now on the mend. Colby has enjoyed being restricted to leash walks while he continues to recover, and he has learned to walk quite nicely on a lead. He also enjoys toys and is often seen standing at the front of his kennel with a stuffed animal in his mouth. Since he's such a sweet guy, he would do well in most homes. Moo Moo is 1-year-old and already rather mature for her age. While she can be a bit squirmy sometimes when being held, she is very mellow and relaxed for how young she is. However, she still has some kitten behaviors left, mostly when it comes to playing. Moo Moo would fit well into most homes with or without kids and other pets. Ross is an exceedingly clever 3-year-old that needs to be more than just an ordinary house pet. He's seeking a home where his brain can be challenged and put to good use. Because his ultimate goal is work-oriented, he would prefer to be in a home without small kids or other pets so he can fully focus all his attention on fly ball, agility, or any other training you'd like. Nicole is an 11-month-old with a bobtail and plenty of spunk. While she does not mind being picked up and petted, she is in her prime with all 4 paws on the ground so she can pick up which activity she wants to engage in. She'll frequently rub against your legs to let you know she's ready for some TLC, but she has her independent moments too, where she will find a high perch to relax and survey the area. Nicole would do well in most homes as long as there are not any dogs. Little and cute is 7-year-old Roscoe. With a distinctive hop to his walk, this guy is hard to resist. For a Jack Russell, he is calm and laid back, going with whatever comes his way. He enjoys walks, likes kids of all ages, and gets along with some other pets, but his favorite activity is playing with and chewing on toys, especially ones that squeak. If you're looking for a smaller dog to fit your home, then consider Roscoe. Mila had the good fortune of being found by one of the Butler County Humane Society's veteran volunteers and spent a brief amount of time at her home. There, it was discovered that she has a bit of lap cat in her, but only once she becomes comfortable with you. With an air of elegance about her, Mila would make an excellent companion for a quiet home without any other pets, so she can receive your full attention as she knows she deserves. At 2 years old, Boo Boo is still trying to figure out who he is. Sometimes he can be shy and unsure of himself, while at other times he will be up and running, ready to play. The one constant thing with him is his sweet disposition. Even during his timid moments, he obviously enjoys the loving attention he gets from you, but isn't sure how to return that love just yet. Boo Boo would do best in a home with kids over 10, so he has the freedom to learn how to show his appreciation for a new family. 3-year-old Hazel was surrendered to the shelter under sad conditions when her previous owner passed. While we're sure she misses her people, she is still as warm and fuzzy as can be. She'll meow at you from her kennel while gently reaching out with her paw to attract your attention. Once she has it, she's sure to never let it go by keeping you and your family engaged with constant conversation. This little lady came to us as a stray and has been stealing hearts ever since. At 5 years old, Vienna has the looks and charm to melt just about any heart. Sometimes she starts off shy with men, but you know you've made a new friend once she rolls onto her back for a belly rub. After that, you're getting kisses and snuggles as she tries to sneak her way into your lap. Although she's so loving, little kids intimidate her, so a home with children over 14 would be best. Big and fluffy, that's our 5-year-old boy, Billy. When he arrived at the shelter, he needed some minor medical treatment, so he is bonded very well with several of our staff vet techs. They can frequently be seen giving Billy a thorough brushing from time to time, as well as a scratch behind the ears or under his chin. While receptive and responsive to the attention, Billy can show some catitude once in a while, so a home with kids over 10 would be best. May 11th is the Butler County Humane Society's annual Spring Fling Community Expo, and we want you. We are looking to add more craft and food vendors, as well as representatives from local businesses and organizations to take part. Interested parties can call Jill at 724-789-1150. A wound on 1.5-year-old Brittany's neck tells us of the rough time she experienced while on her own as a stray. Understandably, she was timid and cautious, weary of all the attention she was receiving from staff. Now, Brittany is coming out of her shell and is much more willing to meet new people. But she would still do best in a home with children over 10 as long as they are not high energy. Picasso came to the shelter as a stray and was very tiny for his age. Now, at 4 months old, he is still a bit on the small side, but is becoming a happy and healthy boy. While he starts off shy, he steadily warms up to you and will be clinging to your shirt for cuddle in no time. Due to his shyness, he warms up slowly to other animals as well, but has had several kitty playmates since arriving at the shelter, so he would likely fit well into most homes. Surrendered to the shelter when her human parents could no longer care for her is 2-year-old Layla. While her age is out of the puppy range, she is still very much a puppy in spirit. She loves to play and run and romp. She is also very intelligent, and upon arrival already knew most of her commands. Layla would do best in an active home and could possibly even make an excellent running partner or walking and hiking buddy, though she may be too energetic or large for younger kids. When Ivy first arrived at the shelter as a stray, she was taken into foster care where she was nursed back to health and grew into a healthy cat. Now, 2 years old, she is seeking a home that will allow her to adjust on her own terms since she was adopted and returned for hiding too much after a very short period of time. If allowed a little bit of space and understanding, she will soon be hugging your shoulder, headbutting your chin, and giving kisses on your cheek. Still like a puppy in many ways, springy, spunky, and super sweet, 1-year-old Clint still has some maturing to do. Yet his young charm is what makes him so easy to love. One look from those big brown eyes, coupled with a quick kiss on the chin, makes it extremely difficult not to fall head over heels. However, Clint will need a home with kids over 15 and a capable owner that can give him the care and training he needs to become the wonderful dog staff and volunteers know he can be. Even though he is a bit wobbly on his feet due to neurological issues, 5-year-old Hamilton still behaves as any other cat would. He purrs, sucks up as much attention as he can manage, and even climbs, jumps, and explores. He's been known to misjudge distance or trip himself up from time to time, but due to his go-get-'em attitude, he has quickly become a favorite among staff. As long as he doesn't get laughed at, he makes friends fast and would fit well into most any home. Just out of his puppy stage is 1-year-old Louie. A spunky, playful boy, Louie enjoys the active life, taking walks, playing fetch, or simply running around the fenced-in yards. But he also enjoys some downtime too, and can be very affectionate when receiving a bit of TLC. Due to his well-balanced disposition, Louie would fit well into just about any home interested in a young boy with plenty of vigor, and he would possibly do well with kids and other pets. This beautiful girl, who came to us as a stray over 3 years ago, is very selective about her friends, both feline and human. When out of her cube, Allie is quite content to lounge and watch the world go by from the comfort of her own private window seat at the top of the cat tree. Once Allie becomes comfortable with you, you will be greeted with her sweetness, up close and personal. You will even be able to pet her. Allie would prefer a quiet home with someone who understands that companionship and love can be communicated from a distance. What is better than a clean car and a clean dog? Nothing. Come to our car and dog wash on Sunday, April 28th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Slippery Rock University Pi Sigma Sigma will be volunteering to do the dirty work for you to raise money for the shelter. For details, call Jill at 724-789-1150. Rain date for this event will be May 12th. Sporting the traditional sad beagle face, 8-year-old Roxy is anything but sad. She happily and enthusiastically runs and greets a new face and is instantly your friend after just one sniff. She loves playing fetch as well as the occasional game of keep away, while she would rather have you chase her around. Keeping true to her beagle nature, her favorite thing is getting attention from you. Roxy would make a wonderful addition to any family. Smokey was brought to the shelter at 3 years old. Before arriving, he had an unfriendly run-in with a dog, making him very shy. Though he is often seen hiding, both in and out of his cage, staff has seen more and more of his personality show the longer he has been at the shelter, reassuring them that there is still a friendly, affectionate boy hidden behind all those nerves. But this still means that Smokey would do best in a home with no young kids or dogs. Merlin enchanted his staff as soon as he arrived, so we won't be surprised if he does the same to you. At 3 years old, he is confident and poised as well as charming and affectionate. Though he can be stubborn at times with his commands, he walks phenomenally on a leash. He is one that truly appreciates the company of people and also the occasional dog. However, his overall disposition would be best suited with a family with kids over 15. Tennyson is the last of a litter of 4. Originally in foster care, this little lady is now 6 months old and has settled into a playful personality. The mover and thinker of her litter, she is always exploring and trying new toys to see what noises or movements they make. Her favorite toys are covered in feathers, but once she has one, she doesn't want to put it down. But don't let this fool you. She still enjoys being held for brief periods of time and will always return affection with a loving purr. 6-year-old Kaiser is a large boy, and while his size may be intimidating to some, he can be just as nervous around new people. Though he sometimes warms up slowly, he is making more and more friends, showing each one that he has a lot of love to give. He just wants to be sure you will love him back. Once he knows you, he'll be more than happy to play and romp around the yard with you. Kaiser is a truly good dog that would fit best into a home with kids over 10. Nellie was brought in by a kind soul who found her wandering near a local road. An outstretched hand will coax her to you for some much appreciated petting and cheek rubs. Although initially timid upon arrival as a stray, Nellie has become quite a busy girl, always on the lookout for a runaway ball or a dangling toy. Nellie would be a wonderful addition to most families and a great playmate for kids over 8. Daniel, or Danny as the staff calls him, has more personality than can be described. He likes everything from long walks to rolling around in dandelions until he's covered in yellow patches from the pollen. Unfortunately, he has ended up back at the shelter due to landlord issues. Due to this, we are recommending his adopters own their own home and have no children under 16 or other pets. Beautiful and reserved, 3-year-old Judy came to us as a stray, and she is fully ready to find herself a home. Low maintenance and easy to handle while being groomed and having her nails trimmed. She does not ask for much, just that her new family respects her need for an occasional alone time. Judy would do better in a home with kids over 8. One of 3 siblings surrendered to the shelter due to too many animals, Boots has proven to be the boldest of the 3. He adjusted very quickly to life at the shelter, and he even helped his siblings settle in too. At 1.5, Boots is still active and ready to learn. He enjoys the outdoors and all the activities that are associated with them. He even appears to like water. If you have an active lifestyle or are looking for an active buddy, then consider meeting Boots. Rascal came to the Butler County Humane Society when her owner passed away. She spent some time in foster to drop down to a healthier weight. There, we learned she prefers to be included in household activities and that chasing a furry snake is her favorite game. If your family is looking for a social cat with a cute waddle, then consider Rascal. Did you resolve to be more active in the new year? Come volunteer and take one of our canine companions for a walk. Or maybe you resolve to relax and de-stress. Our cat socialization rooms are just what you need. If you are interested in volunteering, pick up an application and attend a volunteer orientation. They occur every second Monday of the month at 6 p.m. right at the shelter. For questions, call Jill at 724-789-1150 and start the new year off right by becoming a member of our team. This girl, true to her name, is sure to bring a ray of sunshine into your home. At 2 years old, Sunshine is still working on some of her commands, but she doesn't need to learn how to keep her human companions entertained. With a goofy disposition and a happy hound face, she's sure to bring you a smile while playing or even on a walk. Due to her easygoing temperament, she would fit well into any home, with or without kids or other pets. Rachel, at 9 months old, is still growing and developing. Originally arriving as a stray with her siblings, she started off rather shy and uncertain. Now she's coming out of her shell with the help of staff and volunteers. She really began to shine when she went to a few off-site events where she soaked in all the attention she received. Though Rachel has come a long way, she would most likely do best in a quieter home environment. Sporting a traditional sad hound face, 7-year-old Rex is anything but sad. In fact, he seems quite happy anytime he sees someone. Though large, he is still very gentle and walks well on a leash. Rex is still young at heart and has plenty of energy to spare, but he would still do best in a quieter home without kids and other pets so he can live out his golden years relaxing and receiving lots of tender, loving care. Pure white fur and pale blue eyes define 7-year-old Jasmine's exterior, yet it is hard to find the words to encompass her gentle interior. Jasmine enjoys the simple things in life, such as curling up on a soft pillow or relaxing while you pamper her with long petting sessions. She even responds well to the occasional mani-pedi. This means that she would prefer a calmer home with kids over 8 so she can relax and enjoy some rest and relaxation. Jimmy is a 6-month-old kitten ready to romp and play. He is frequently seen running around the socialization room looking for action, both alone and with a play buddy. While some of the other resident cats don't seem to want to join in Jimmy's games for whatever reason, Jimmy is already kind to them. He has even made friends with a few of the resident dogs. While playing is his main priority, he still enjoys a quick cuddle session from time to time to show off his purring skills. Gigi may be considered a senior dog due to her age, but she surely isn't old at heart. To her, 10 years old is still young. She can be seen on the move for a good portion of her day, going for walks with staff and volunteers, exploring the fenced-in yards, and playing with a variety of toys. Only once there is nothing left to do, she finally relaxes and takes a quick snooze to recharge. Then she's on the move again looking for some love. Gigi would fit well into any home with or without other pets or kids. 9-month-old Monica arrived to the shelter as a stray with a few siblings. At first, she was shy and a little antisocial, but after going to several off-site events with volunteers, she began to slowly come out of her shell. Still nervous around too much activity at once, she has been making leaps and bounds. She loves to play and doesn't mind being held for a while from time to time. She would make an excellent companion for a quieter home environment. Getting close to 2 years old, Piper is still a high-energy boy looking to play. He loves romping and rolling around with other cats, as well as engaging himself with human companions whenever they're waving a feather wand close by. He doesn't mind being held from time to time, but he still prefers all 4 feet on the ground so he can continue to play. 1.5-year-old Prince was surrendered to the shelter where he has made himself many friends. His big brown eyes and loving demeanor makes it hard to resist giving him a scratch behind the ears. Then the next thing you know, he's leaning against you, wanting to curl up in your lap. Prince is also very playful with some puppy energy still left in him. He can be vocal while playing, but is still gentle, making him suited for most any home. 1-year-old Simba shares many similarities with his namesake from Disney's The Lion King. He's bold, brave, and loves to have fun. He gets along with many other animals and enjoys the company of kids. His favorite activity is exploring. He'll search a room from top to bottom for adventure before he settles in on a high perch for a nap. He would fit well into most homes.